Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to the Trash Picture Show. Guys, I am back with another action figure that gorgeous lunatic Jen Mitchell sent me for Valentine's Day. Today we're looking at the Marvel Studios X-Men 97 Emma Frost. Now, X-Men 97 was an awesome fucking show. I loved it from start to finish. And yeah, it took risks. Bo DeMaio pushed the bar with what you could do with mainstream animation. And yes, the dude was problematic. I'm not denying that. There was a whole host of fucking issues that came up with the dude. And he's not going to be back for the second series. So sadly, I don't think they'll be taking as many risks. And the show won't be as risque as season 1. But the fact remains, we got an awesome show. And we got some awesome characters. And one of the characters was featured very briefly, mind, was Emma Frost. And again, I think if Bo DeMaio had been kept on, he would have pushed the bar with this character. Again, Emma Frost is very sultry, very seductive, and she does use her sexuality as a jumping point for her power. She uses it to seduce and control and manipulate. And yeah, I don't think we're going to get that with the character in the next season, because as I said before, Bo DeMaio has left. But still, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the character. I love the character. There is this sultriness about her, but she's incredibly intelligent and she's incredibly mature. Now, that said, there has been artists and writers that have maybe pushed the bar a bit too much to the level of sleaziness with the character. But with that said, she's always been interesting, and she's always been a thorn in the side of Jean Grey for Scott Summers' affection. And that's what makes her so interesting. She is an out-and-out bitch. She is an ice queen, but there's depth to her. She's not mean for the sake of being mean. She did become part of the X-Men after she left Sebastian Shaw and his Hellfire Club. So she does have a certain degree of malice towards the X-Men. It's totally understandable. But I think there's a lot more complexity to the character than just being the ice queen that she is. But that's enough about the character. Let's have a look at the figure. So, first off, we have the bubble packaging. This kind of bugs me. I wish there would have been more collector-friendly packaging. They want to try and do something, a bit of a throwback to the 90s X-Men figures that came out. And yeah, that's essentially the aesthetic they're going for. But the packaging is really nice. You have Marvel Studios, you have X-Men 97, you have the X-Men up there, you have Emma Frost as she was shown in the new animated series. Flip it to the back and there is the figure of Emma Frost. And the other figures in this line include Marvel's Logan, Jubilee, Marvel's Morph, Emma Frost, Marvel's Cable and Marvel's Sunspot. So yeah, again, really nice packaging, nice throwback to the old action figures from the 90s, and it's cool. But yeah, sadly I'm gonna have to tear the packaging open to get this lady out. But yeah guys, don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is Emma Frost out of the packaging. So let's look at the figure first of all, and I have to say the sculpting on the face is really fucking nice. That is some really nice paintwork and some really nice sculpting. This kind of real elegant beauty to her. And moving down, you have the bodice or the corset there, and just nice kind of detailing there with the string going back and forth. And going further down, you have the thigh-high boots. Now, I was a bit perplexed because I also got the Goblin Queen in this line, and I'll just show you here. She also wore thigh-high boots, but for some reason they decided to not color the skin at the thighs there. So I don't know what happened in the interim, but I think they grew a sack and decided, fuck it, we're gonna paint her thighs for this one. And yeah, it works. Again, I don't see the issue. It's comic accurate. Now, I'm not sure about the mindset behind this. Maybe they think kids are buying these figures and they don't want to make them too risque. But seriously, have you seen the fucking cartoon? But yeah, really nice detailing as well here. Just on the kind of seam going down the front of the boot. And flip to the back here. And you have this white cloak. And the kind of fur collar finish. Articulation wise, her head can move around full rotation. It can look up and down. The cloak does impede it somewhat. It also impedes the double elbow joint here and the movement of the shoulders. It does come with a secondary head, so I'm going to see if I can remove the cloak when I'm switching out the head. But it does seem to have good articulation if it wasn't impeded by the cloak. She can do the Van Dams when the cloak isn't in the way, and there is good rotation at the thighs, and there is a double hinge joint. So posability is possible when the cloak is maybe removed. Again, it isn't too gummy. I like this figure. It is not too gummy. There is a bit of stiffness there, but I'll take it over it being rigid and too gummy. So yeah, the articulation is nice and the sculpting is nice. The cloak is going to be an issue. I think they should have made this as soft goods. But again, cost cutting measures. You're not going to want to use too much expensive material when making these figures. But yeah, she kicks arse. She looks really nice. She does come with a secondary head. And again, the sculpting on the face is really nice. She's got the windswept hair. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Really captures the look of Emma Frost. I want to see about switching the head. Okay, so we can do that. And yeah, without the cloak, the articulation is much, much better. So yeah, that's really nice. Again, it's not super stiff and it's not too gummy, so that's always good. And as I was saying before, the articulation is a lot better once the cloak is removed. She does also come with a secondary pair of hands, so you can put her into different poses with said hands there. And just open palm. So yeah, all in all, I think she's a kick-ass figure. I like all the figures I have so far in the X-Men 97 line. I have her, I have the Goblin Queen, and I have Storm, and they all kick ass. Their paint scheme is really nicely done. It really captures the look of the characters from the animated series. But yeah guys, I'm going to pause the video here, and when I come back I'm going to compare Emma to some other figures in the line and some other versions of her I own. So don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back in my alleyway with Emma Frost and her multiverse doppelgangers, and yeah, I have to say she is pretty awesome. This is still my favorite, but she's very fucking close. A lot of the details, a lot of the characteristics, again obviously based on the animated series, but this is the Emma Frost figure I've been fucking waiting for. The closest I think we ever got to this figure was the Hellfire Club 4-pack, and yeah, it's really bombastic, it's really cool. I like the design. I like the fact they gave her the thigh highs. They didn't pussy out like with this one. And yes, some people might consider this a misogynistic male escapist fantasy look, which it probably is, but it's also agency to the character. This is how she chooses to fucking dress, and it's badass. She knows she's fucking good looking. She knows she's sexy, and this is what she's gonna fucking wear. I just really like the sculpting. I like the design, the paintwork. Of course, all the X-Men 97 figures across the board, they're really fucking nice. And that's also down to the design of the characters in the animated series. But they're just really nice figures. And yeah, this is her compared to some other female figures from the X-Men 97 line. And they all look awesome. I think they all kick arse. Again, still boggled why they didn't paint the Goblin Queen's thighs in. It fucking boggles the mind. I get it. Maybe they thought they can sell these to kids and let's not make them too risque. But I think they copped the fuck on in the second wave and were like, fuck it, let's paint Emma's thighs. There is just this sensuality that enhances these characters. Again, I think they use it to distract, they use it to manipulate, and they use it to fucking win one over on a very male-dominated fucking comic book series. And yeah, it kicks arse. I really do fucking like this figure. I still do think though, this is the best Emma Frost figure going. But by Christ, this is one of the best newer Marvel Legends figures you can get. So yeah guys, what do you think of this Emma Frost figure? And what do you think of Emma Frost in general. Do you think she's just a surface level Ice Queen bitch, or do you think she's a really complicated character? Let me know in the comments below. My name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and yeah, have a good one, take care, bye now.
You bitches ain't like me, just stop it. You bitches ain't like me. You bitches ain't like me, just stop it. You bitches ain't like me. Brand new style, cause I never repeat. And I don't do a thing for the free. All up in the Ritz and we're fucking to the beat. Ice cream Kelly on me. Lemonade Bob in the breeze. 10 in the keys. About to get up on my knees, cause I need an X-Pill and a man who could do it like me. I like it rough and harder than a diamond. He can hit the blunt while he's breaking in the hymen. I can make him do what I say like Simon. So soft but he's built like a lineman. Back to the money. All you bitches owe me for paying your rent. And no, you can't come backstage at my event. Cause baby, I'm a VIP, nobody put you on the list. Sorry sis, I wouldn't have it this way. Sorry, I'm pretty and easy to hate. Sorry the gays let you think that you ate, but it's over, bitch. Now give me that plate. You bitches ain't like me.